The RGX Karambit or the Reaver Karambit? Which is the better knife skin in Valorant? We've got the latest release with its flashy lights and new right click animation up against the most popular Karambit already in the game as voted by you guys. I'll be comparing these two skins on things like the price, sound, animations and more. Having said that, this is all just going to be my personal opinion and I'd love to hear what you guys think about these two melee skins in the comments. First up we have the sound design for these two Karambits. Take a listen. Reaver is much more subtle, it sounds sort of shadowy, and I think I prefer it overall. I do think what they're doing with the RGX Karambit here is cool, especially when you double tap the inspect animation and it has a different audio cue, but I've also never seen so many comments saying along the lines of like, wow, this skin is way too loud, the audio is annoying, things like that. I imagine it'll be quieter in game than people are expecting compared to the actual showcase, but nonetheless, that is worth mentioning. Next, let's go over the visual design quickly, and once again, I think Reaver is slightly better here. The extra edges really complement the theme. RGX has this mechanical, technological sort of vibe going on, and I think it does do a great job of that. I just think it doesn't match Reaver in this case. Now onto the animations, and these are actually a little bit more different here than I anticipated. So firstly, I'll get out of the way where they have the same animation. So the equip is going to be identical, and then the left click animation seems to be almost an exact replica as well. Then things are slightly different with the inspect animation. While the initial part is the same, when it gets towards the end, the Reaver knife nicely sits back into your hand, while the RGX blade continues spinning in a circle. From the showcase, we can't tell how long the spinning will exactly last for, but it does seem to be at least 10 seconds. Additionally, with the inspect animation for the RGX Karambit, if you double tap the inspect button, it'll actually give the full RGB effect, in case you're wondering how to get that to play. The other different animation is the right click. You can see the difference there for yourself. The RGX one looks a little fancier with some more spins. Now I want to talk about the variants themselves. The Reaver variants are all great, all pretty popular, and hard to choose the best one out of them. And then personally, I find the RGX to be a little boring initially. It's just 4 base colors, a little bit bland, but then you also do get the extra effect of being able to change the highlight color whenever you inspect the weapon. So that's something to keep in mind, but personally, I prefer the variants on Reaver. Finally, we come to the price, and I'm making this video before the RGX Karambit is actually released in the store, so the exact price is not confirmed yet. I'm going to assume that it costs 4,350 Valorant points, since that is the same as the other two RGX knives, but we have seen Riot bump up the price on hyped up knives before, so there is a chance it could cost as much as 5,350 Valorant points. On the other hand, the Reaver Karambit is of course already released. We know for sure how much it costs, and that is 4,350 Valorant points as well. So I do expect both of these knives to be at the exact same price point. Unfortunately, that is not confirmed just yet, and there is a chance RGX will be slightly more expensive. So taking all that into consideration, personally I think that the Reaver Karambit is better, but that mostly comes down to the subtler sounds and overall design, plus it is probably one of the best knives in the whole game in my opinion. Having said that, this new RGX knife is still incredible, the Karambits are of course pretty popular for the most part, and I think this will become a community favorite. Hopefully it's not too pricey, and I do think in terms of Valorant skins it'll be worth picking up. It just had some tough competition here with the Reaver Karambit. That's just what I think though, and I'd love to know how you guys would rate these skins against one another, so let me know what you think in the comments.